Hey guys, how you guys doing? This is Joe Gathings, Regional Vice President with FES Financial Education Services. Guys, first of all, I want to congratulate you. Right, if you made it to this point, guys, that says something. All right, you're coachable. All right, you've done your list of 30. You jumped on a welcome call. You have your PPR set. All right, so now congratulations on that part. Now, all I'm going to do is explain to you like how to make the calls. Now, it's important we make the calls because when you're texting people, that's not professional. Especially when you're coming off in the beginning, right? You want to make sure you make the phone call because people need to feel, all right? They need to feel your excitement. So it's important that when we make these calls that be the main thing that you focus in on, the fact you want to be in a rush, and of course the excitement, all right? So this is just a phone call, and what we're going to do is to invite these people to your amazing event, all right? So the first thing you want to look at is like, okay, I got to act as if Donald Trump or Bill Gates or somebody is at my house and I'm trying to get everybody in front of it. That's key. Right, you don't want to act as if it's just something else. This is a big deal, all right? You know you have something that people need, so you don't have to sell it. You want to be very excited about it, so you want to act as if one of those people are there. So the first thing you want to do is when we reach out to these people, you want to be in a rush, all right? You want to be in a rush because people not attracted to people who got all day long. Plus, you don't want to be on the phone so long that you get caught up in explaining, you'll lose them. Right, you get caught up in trying to explain and answering questions. They're in control. You want to be in total control. Trust me. You definitely want to make sure you're in control. So it's important that you stick and move. All right, and it's all right for you to feel a bit of nervousness and all. That's okay, guys. That's where success is at, right on the other side of it. I was nervous when I first started out. Everybody's nervous, but you got to do this because this is very simple stuff that we want to make sure that everybody's able to do. So let's say, for example, right, you reach out to your guy John. Let's say your guy name is John. All right, the person you prospect now, whether it's somebody you talked to recently or maybe it's somebody, it's been a while since you talked to them, it's still the same level of approach, right? So if it's somebody I haven't talked to in a while, I'm going to say, hey, John, I know it's been a while, and then I'm going to get right into a run into a meeting, right? I don't have a lot of time to talk, all right? If it's somebody that I talked to yesterday, then I'll go right into, hey, John, really quick, I got a meeting that's about to start. So I'm letting them know right away, I got a meeting. I have something that I have to do. Guys, that is important. Why? Because you don't want nobody to overdo it, right? You don't want them to be in the middle of the phone call, ask you a lot of questions. You have to respect the fact that I have something else other to do than be on this call. Okay, so let's say, for example, I'm running through it with you really quick, right? So the reason I'm gonna say hello, John, I only have a minute because I'm running to a meeting right now. Now, all I'm gonna do from this point is I'm just gonna ask a simple question, all right? What are you doing Friday night at 7 o'clock for about 30 minutes? All right, now I'm asking that because I don't want to go into telling you stuff and all of that when we don't have your availability, all right? I want to make sure you're available first, all right? So we want to ask that question first because we want to make sure you're available. But you also want to have like a kickback date. So if Friday at 7 o'clock is the time that you originally set, you want to make sure you can say Saturday at 2 as well, right? Because you want to have a kickback date just in case they're not available for that day. So if I say, John, are you available, say Friday at 7 o'clock, John say, man, Joe, I got to work. Okay, what about Saturday at 2 o'clock? See, as long as I get this information in front of you, then I know I'm going to win. My goal is to get you to the first one. But if you're not available, because people do work sometimes, right, you got the next date. That's important, all right? So now, once we have that down, the very next thing you want to let them know is, I just got really lucky to work with someone very successful. Now, that's important, guys. Why? Because they trust you enough. They know you enough to get on the phone with you. Now you have to edify somebody else. All right, maybe they know you for doing something totally different. Maybe they don't know you for being successful. Maybe they don't know you for, making a lot of money, or maybe they don't know you for this, all right? That's why you have to edify someone else because at the end of the day, they want to be the expert. That's why you say, of course, that's why you want to let them know that I've partnered up or I got lucky or really blessed or whatever term to work with someone very successful. Now, this script is going to be sent to you. I'm just kind of going over it verbatimly, all right? So you can make sure that it's easy to do. Now, once you say that, all you're doing from this point is just asking a question. That's it, guys. All I'm doing is looking for people that's looking for me. I'm not selling. I'm not convincing. All right, the very next thing I'm going to ask is, do you know anyone with less than a 750 credit score or interested in making some money? That's it. That's all I want to know. Are you interested in making, are you somebody that, do you know someone with less than a 750 credit score, or are you interested in making some more money? Why do I want to know that? Because I'm only looking for somebody that's looking for me. But here's what we have. We have two things that people absolutely need, right? Most people got less than a 750 credit score. So we know that 8 out of 10 people are going to say yes to that. It's the excitement that you got to give it to them, right? The sense of urgency. Most people are 1 or 2 paychecks away from being right back to ground zero. So you want to be excited about that. Once again, you have Bill Gates, you have Donald Trump, right? So you know you're going to make them successful. So once that person says yes to either one of those, all right, now it's time for you to do what? Get out of that. Why? Because that's why the front end lines up the back end. Because now on the back end, once they say yes to that, you're going to say, listen, okay, I got to go. I'll send you over information shortly. I'm excited, all right? Trust me, just show up, all right? You're just confirming that, hey, I got to run, sit back basic. I'm going to send you some information. And you're just saying, trust me, show up, all right? So that's pretty much the call, guys. Look how fast that was. It was slow because I broke it down. So if I was to speed it up, let's say, for example, I'll reach out to John. Hello, John. I know it's been a while. I only have a minute right now because I'm running to a meeting. Really quick, what are you doing Friday night at 7 o'clock for about 30 minutes? John said, I'm available. I don't really, maybe I'm working Friday. Okay, what about Saturday at 2 o'clock? Okay, that works. Okay, great. Listen, I just got really, really lucky, man, to work with somebody very, very successful. All right, really quick, I just want to ask you a question. All right, do you know anybody with less than a 750 credit score looking to make some more money? All right, John, so that's all I'm asking, right? Because I only care about people, right, that's looking for me, right? I'm only looking for those. I'm not here to sell anything. So John says yes to that, then guess what? Now my time to do what? Escape. I got to get off the phone call because I got 29 more other phone calls to make. Plus, I want him thinking like, man, I used to talk to him all the time. He must be doing something. All right, so then I'll go, okay, great, listen, I got to run. I'll send you over information shortly. Trust me, you definitely want to show up for this, right? So whatever it is, right? So you guys see the concept, right? We just want to make sure you're doing it right. So now you're doing that for every phone call, and now you're just writing down the names, guys. So once again, congratulations. All we're doing from this point is knocking that phone call out, getting back with the person that invited you out. Make sure you say, listen, I checked the video out, send me over the script and what to do next. They're going to reach out to you. We're going to make this thing happen. Congratulations, guys. Let's go get your first 5. Peace.